Hello, everyone. We are here for the finals of the Good Omens Invitational. I'm joined by Tomoya,
Hello, everyone.
and yeah, someone's getting a ham today. We have Good Stuff Lion, which is terrifying. We've seen the shenanigans it can accomplish earlier in the series, versus Dueling Crane. I believe this is Dueling Crane. Yes, this is Dueling Crane because it's got Duel of a Death, RTOs, dojos. It's got all the standard dueling stuff, except it's running Dragon Splash for Fury and Let Go, which will probably be really useful.
Wait, the standard dueling stuff, as in Takamori and
Well, okay, so Takamori is not standard dueling. However, it is running Duel of a Death, RTOs, Defend Your Honor, uh, Kikita dojos.
right.
Like it's like Takamori is the weird thing in here.
If I'm not mistaken, it ran three duel to the death. It's certainly a bit of
Yes.
a more unconventional crane deck.
So yeah, I mean it's like it does what Crane does well, but it's got its own twist to it. Uh, we'll let them. Oh, hey, he had just asked. Let's get that full size. Make sure chat box is where it's supposed to be. It is not. Maybe right about there will work. Okay. Did you have a good New Year's?
They were certainly fine. Uh,
Oh, good.
nothing really, nothing really remarkable going on here.
Okay, so we have Lion on the play. I'm kind of expecting this to be a very quick game, just because this Lion deck is really aggressive.
Is it? Um,
Uh,
is
I've
it?
I've seen it flip. Wait, hang on. Is this the deck with Shoshiniki in it? Yes. I mean, I've seen it flip a Master Tactician turn one off of Spectral Visitations and just go ham.
Sure, sure. It can definitely make its tempo, but I think in general it it's medium. Like it's a mid range deck, right? But
Yeah, I
because
mean,
of Lion,
like
because of
oh, go on.
yeah, I was going to say because of the tools Lion have, they can usually extend the game for longer than
Right.
most like I try to put two three face on my character's mid range decks do. Um, but yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Looking to have a
I do want to point out.
pretty strong opening here.
I do want to point out real quick. Amlash, Doji Joseph on the Discord is doing a Tokibana competition, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a rate my setup competition. So if you guys want to take a picture of how you like your setup for playing a game, like playmat, card sleeves, tokens, whatever, you can send them to them. It looks like there's some prizes lined up for it, which is kind of cool. Um, but I would definitely check out that channel on the Discord if it's a thing you're interested in. And the deadline's been extended to the 17th of this month. Cool. Shilling done. This is interesting, actually. A Master Tactician
So
with two and a Hotaru with two.
yeah, here we probably see it almost has to be either Hotaru trying to just being the bigger political body, being a body in a conflict where Lion has the least to say.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's. Oh, no, I guess since he bought the Master Tactician, buying the Ashigaru Levy wasn't super critical. Let me make sure I have made this announcement on.
Yeah,
And they're doing. Okay, cool.
it would have definitely been preferable for Pablo here to be the first player in this sort of scenario, but
Yeah.
um, we see Hotaru going defend against the Master Tactician attack.
So what we're going to see Kikita Dojo. Oh, there's no money for an RTO. So I expect a Kikita Dojo and then grounds out.
Um, I think he's just going to do the dojo, be honored, and move out. I see no reason to stay and lose this conflict as a Crane player here.
I mean, I guess it might. Okay, there's the. I mean, it's not really a card tax because it's tactical ingenuity, so it's free and it gets all the cards. So uh, we see Fertile Fields trigger, and now I expect we're going to see an eject, and Lion will get to draw 2 cards.
Like usually, you'll see Crane try and go for the long game, and they might take this loss in a I want to say regular game, but um
Now
yeah
this line
here we
deck
see the move
has,
out.
yeah, this line deck has an incredible long game, and I think you lose to it if you try and play a long game.
Yeah, and besides, he has a courtyard. He has a way of the lion. Um, Fighting this fight with a Hotaru is just not worth the trouble at the moment.
Now,
And
is
going
he
for
on
the going
this?
for the double Earth is going to be more beneficial.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that this deck is running Fan of Commands as well. So we can see that Master Tactician actually stop a political break as well. And then overlay a Zentaro on top of it. Or he could just play a Renowned Singer.
Okay, so wait, what does that indicate? Because you count in service to my lord.
Well, he can, because he has a Zentaro to overlay on the Tactician.
Sure, but you don't immediately need
You don't need the body right
the
this second.
stand. Yeah, you don't need the body, and you're going to stand the Centaur is going to be ready if you wanted to use it on defense. I'm going to say this now: the Centaur is not going to defend the Hotaru.
Now,
um,
if he had the Fan of Command in his hand, I can easily see um, even the odds happening to move the Tactician in, stand it, defend, and then the Zentaro overlay. Um, Moving that courtyard over to Zentaro means he wants Hotaru to attack there.
yeah, and since she's going to come political, so you won't be able to logistics the courtyard save, um, unless you have other logistics in hand, of course. Um, but I assume he doesn't have a Sashini here, and he might just want the tempo from Spectral Visitation, and that's under the Centaur, maybe.
Maybe. Um, I think. Uh, oh, there. Fighting Walloon. There is not a public link to the deck list, but I will put them in chat unless I have completely screwed that up. And nope, there we go. Cool. Those are both the deck lists. All right. So yeah, Hotaru gets voided. I think passing conflict here is probably the right thing to do
Yeah, definitely.
because
If
that's
that is Spectral Visitation, you just want to attack it when all the lion's opportunities are gone.
right. And I just got disconnected. So
Yep.
that's, and we're back. And I see text changing, and we're good. Okay, cool. Yay, things are passing. I guess if you're going to attack here, you attack water, right? That way, either Crane defends and wins, or you have a tactician to defend with. And I think not defending is probably the right thing to do. And
Yeah, nothing's going to happen here except writing the Master Tactician
oh
Eyes.
no, he's gonna crack upholding.
He might have the hand for it, but he redrew with um, logistics, so it will be interesting to see.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be down two provinces. Although Hotaru can probably maybe break over the Master Tactician. Uh, Defend Your Honor goes. Court game's back. I like that. This feels like it's increasing the value of upholding authority.
Um, in in my opinion, I would have waited with that Voice of Honor to maybe see if he has a second card games for the political conflict that I'm going to do.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like that voice. I would have rather seen upholding break.
Okay, and so he chooses not to go into the Central Province. Is Lion on Shameful?
Um,
Should be right.
Lion is on no city is its void province, and he
Oh,
just
right, because it's on Spectral.
breaks over the top and hits two called to wars. That is like the best Earthring that he could have landed.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Um, like considering he stopped the Master Tactician from standing, I definitely would have checked the Courtyard province, but
Oh no, the Master Tactician was standing.
no, he didn't resolve the Water Ring, right? Because he
No, he won, so he still got to resolve the Water Ring. Because
oh yeah,
because
right, and he took him out.
because of Sharpen, it still had stats.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just completely missed that he defended with a tactician and had no play.
Yeah, which
Right. Um,
that may have actually salvaged things for Crane a little bit. Maybe.
yeah, yeah, I'd say so. And we see the two remaining Uji on this turn, which it it's a bit low on fate, but at least the copy is going to.
Yeah, he dumps two fate on it though. That does not necessarily feel right. Although this way he's guaranteed passing fate if he wants it, which he probably does for things like RTO.
Yeah, his first attack is going to have one fate for one RTO at least, and
Plus ring fate, because the fire ring is actually not terrible. I think void might be a little better depending on what Lion buys here. So he got
yeah,
four cards.
if if you decide to pass, which I would do because
Yeah.
I didn't want to void either way, especially after killing those two call to walls, right? Any
Yes.
any board you're going to deny Lion now.
Is big.
Yeah. The problem is though technically there's still the option to. Um,
I don't like that field of root. I guess he didn't have a choice; it had to go there because he didn't have any fate.
no, why?
He had no fate, so it attaches for free on broken provinces.
Well,
I
the
would have
crane
saved
deck.
it to kill the dojo, but
Well, yeah, and the crane deck isn't on um, new name, right? Because it's a fire
right.
so you can't equip it to. Well, you can't even disguise anyway because the two unique characters.
Yes,
But even with the lack of courtier, he can't a new name, so he didn't even have a.
Hotaru cannot pull off her face to become a different face.
Right, right. And she's not a courtier, so you can't
Oh god,
overlay
that's
her
right. This
with
is
a.
Hotaru 1, so all right. So finds Art of War, not Spectral
Right. Okay.
Visitations.
Yeah. No, it seems he just wanted the most card advantage he could. It's definitely the best second choice if you think you don't want to tempo that turn.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got defend. I assume Lion has some play here to stop this break. Um, God, but Lion's gonna draw 6 cards this conflict if he doesn't have anything to stop the break. 7 cards.
Yeah, and so even though we did see two card awards being discarded, Crane doesn't value the Void Ring and rather goes for the Fate and the Firing here.
Well,
Um,
the dishonoring both those characters is not nothing because it makes the Zentaro overlay a lot worse,
yeah,
and it makes Suko very very manageable. The problem
considering
is,
that.
oh, I was going to say real quick, the problem is the Master Tactician has 3 cards it can play. Tactical Ingenuity is going to draw 3 cards. If somehow in those 6 cards he doesn't find an answer, he can overlay Zentaro to do 3 more Tactical Ingenuities, plus the logistics he's drawn.
Yeah, sadly, that's going to happen probably anyway. If Lion can't win this conflict, he can just move out or overlay the Zentaro in the worst case. Um,
I mean, I'd be a cheeky bastard, overlay the Zentaro in the conflict, draw more cards, and then run it out. And then I guess you can always logistics some more with the exposed courtyard.
I mean, I don't, I don't really see a reason to waste a good favorable ground when you can just move out and attack with the Zentaro and see and then draw the cards, right?
Because you want to draw. Hang on, so we've got 5 cards on the draw, play 3 from the Master Tactician, draw 3 from the Tactical Ingenuities, logistics, exposed courtyard for another 1, so that's 13 cards, then Zentaro for 16 cards in 1 conflict.
Right. And the final card he found was a Quad Games, which is going to help him.
And then he ejects out anyway. God damn, that's ridiculous. So here I think
Right.
you
And
double dishonor the tactician, right?
um, no, I think you do one each.
Do 1 each.
Yeah,
Um,
you're still facing down a Tsuko,
yeah, Fighting
which
Walloon, they are all
um,
Lion cards, but Lion actually has cards that do things. They don't have many of them, but you can be damn sure that they are in hand. Um, we see a double dishonor on the Master Tactician.
right, and we'll see now, depending on how greedy Lion wants to be. Crane did give up that Void Ring, and it is still possible. Um, and now it's possible that Master Tactician is going to draw 6 cards next turn again.
Yeah,
Even though,
I imagine
even
you're
though if we if we look at the conflict deck, there's only 7 cards left to
right.
draw for Lion.
And so here's actually the scary thing that's going to happen, right? Is if Lion gets too greedy and draws too many cards and decks out before he plays events from his hand, he's only going to have 18 cards in his conflict deck after reshuffling.
No, you see, Dunzo, Lion can just draw one in the bid phase, and now that he has a Tsuko, the next turn he just needs a couple of non-unique characters, and we'll see, in service to my lord, repurposed to stop being milled.
I mean, maybe, but like even if you do cycle in service to my lords, uh, you are still running at a card deficit with tactical ingenuity and the master tactician because you will play more cards than you are putting back in.
I mean, um, like it doesn't really matter. Like if Lion is not concerned about his honor, he'll he'll just redraw and start drawing new cards. And if he doesn't want to deck out, well then he can just simply
Yeah,
not draw cards.
he doesn't have to deck out. That is true. He does run into an honors reward though, which doesn't feel great.
Yeah, and we see here the quick fire duel to the death. Um,
I don't think Uji's big enough because it's 6 to 5. I mean, I guess you hammer in a 5 here. There's a defend. I like countering with a defend your honor because you bid 1 here, and now you are bigger for the defend your honor that matters.
yeah, and
That was a bad bid from
yeah, and
Lion
Enrique misjudges this. Yeah.
because now he can absolutely lock in a 5 bid, or he can. It's now 5 to 8, so you bid 3 to win this duel, and then you lock in a 5 bid, or no, then you lock in a number 3 bid on the duel to the death. Wait. Oh, now we're into the duel to the death. Okay.
Yeah, this was the second.
And there's the 3 bid to make sure he wins. That's a huge swing. That is a very big swing for this game.
Yeah, here Enrique definitely
I mean, he's got it.
forgot about about the three tool to the death.
Yeah, that first bid was not like. Okay, so Suko comes in and gets honored for even the odds because that does honor, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
If you are commanded.
I think you let this happen. It looks like there's pause for a cancel.
Yeah, I think you have to probably let this one happen. It's
Because
the thing is, there's still the courtyard, right? So if Lion wants in, you need two cancels, and
right.
he already used a voice, so that would be his two remaining voices. So,
Oh no, that killed it.
oh yeah, we completely lost the game.
Oh, oh man, that sucks. That is tragic. Because I actually think Crane had a good chance of winning.
Yep. Apologies, people. I think with the new pack, there might have been
Some
a
instabilities.
popular card which let in, which might have
Oh,
been.
that's tragic, man. Because I think that was the only time Crane had a chance of beating that deck. Because that is a very strong Lion deck.
Yeah, it still wasn't looking very good for Crane there, but there was a fighting chance at least.
Well, because like what I was gonna say was you let the even the odds happen. You use Honor's Reward to buff Uji's glory, and then you play an RTO from under him to get another conflict.
Yeah, or from your hand. I'm not
Or
sure
from
the
your hand.
RTO would be.
I mean,
Um,
he did have
but
4 extra cards in his hand,
the,
but
the the problem the problem is you are facing. You would be at 4 from Honored and 7 from Honor's Reward, but you're also staring at a 7 political
that
Honored.
only
So it's super.
yeah, that would make them tied. So, uh, not that it matters, but uh, okay, yeah, no, that wouldn't have done it because there's no. Oh, I guess he couldn't have Furied. So, yeah, maybe not.
Couldn't he?
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah, that was
that was his third.
third province. Yeah.
That is tragic. Um, Let me see if there's a plan for. Because I don't think they've started back up. They have not.
Yeah, so Dragon players playing the new Kazoe is causing crashes when Kazoe leaves play, it looks like.
Huh, okay. I'm wondering. I mean, I guess they just have to reschedule because I don't think. Um, I don't think that game was in a clear cut position to say who was going to win and who was going to lose.
No, no, both Crane and Lion definitely still had chances there. Um, it was definitely going to be rough for the Lion considering he lost all his card draw
Mm-hmm.
and had 7 cards left, so there was definitely honor pressure possible.
Although I do think Line was a little concerned about their honor since they went air on that last conflict.
Yeah, the thing is, Crane wasn't going to be able to defend this one as much as it wants to. I don't think he can push through a
No,
courtyard active Tsuko.
yeah, it would have
Although,
just been two way of the lions, or even just one way of the lion, and win and trigger Suko. So that province was breaking this turn.
yeah, and the problem was Pablo was um, resolved to not be greedy and bid one for those 2 remaining duels. So he did give the lion player more honor than uh, did give the lion player honor back, and I think the lion player was more honorable, so we had Suko active.
Okay,
Um,
so I just heard from Musagi. They are going to try and play again tomorrow. So
right. I'm going to make sure that we look at the
can you comment out?
Kazuya issue from the G.
I was gonna say, can you comment out Causeway for tomorrow?
No, we'll just look at having it fixed.
Okay, well, apologies to everyone watching. That was shaping up to be a really good game, and it sucks that it crashed when it did. Um, is there, and I know this is not a useful thing for this situation. Is there a way to restore games on a crash like that? For
No, like we saw with the first one, we um, games get quote unquote restored if people can reconnect, but when the server or when the node of the server dies, it's just that's not recoverable.
okay, because I was gonna say, like, I know you guys do this for free and everything, but if you're accepting feature requests for like tournament games, like have it, I don't know, snapshot to a last known state. I don't know. I'm just talking. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's something that could be looked at,
I wouldn't
I think,
bother. I wouldn't bother.
possibly.
Like, no, I wouldn't waste any time on that. But yeah, so I will try and pick this up tomorrow, and hopefully it shapes up to be as good as it was then. Tomoya, thank you again for joining, even though I guess first off, I apologize for just calling you out of the blue by accident, but thank you for participating.
No, definitely no problem. It's my pleasure, and I am set on doing these things myself anyway, so um, not a problem at all. Happy to be here.
Absolutely, thank you. I guess quick shout outs. Uh, Tomoya Not Fragile and myself on Friday are doing a pack review. So there will be less alcohol involved than the last time the three of us were on a stream.
Yeah, I'm organizing this with the intention of being a bit more, how to
Coherent.
say this, coherent information. Yes.
So yeah, it's not going to be a 6 hour getting drunk extravaganza. It'll be hour and a half, maybe 2 hours going over the pack. Um, and again, Doji Joseph is doing the Tokibana, so if you want to have your gaming setup for L5R documented, he's also uh, tweeting these out so we can maybe unlock promos for the play at home thing that Fantasy Flight started a while back. Um, Check out the Tokibana competition on the Discord channel, or the Tokibana channel on the Discord server. Words are hard. You are most welcome for the stream, and thank you all for joining us. Bye.